Hi, let's talk about growing pains today and the tips and tricks you can do at home to help your kids. So, are growing pains real? From my years of experience, I have found that growing pains are definitely real and extremely common. They're more particularly common in kids that grow super fast, so really tall kids and super active kids as well. But there's so many things you can do at home to help them. So, what are growing pains? So they're aches and pains in the front or back of the legs and knees. And they're often experienced from kids as young as 3, right the way through their growth and development. So they may wake in the nighttime crying, holding their legs. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what's wrong, which is what happened to myself with my 3-year-old daughter. She used to wake up screaming. I thought she was having night terrors, and it turned out it was growing pains. So there's many things you can do, and when they're waking up inconsolable like that, try and talk to them, and it's often hard trying to figure out what's wrong. You can try some heat packs, gentle massage, magnesium sprays, and then that's to actually help them back to sleep. In real severe cases, a bit of Panadol. I usually find from experience that usually if they start waking up, they'll tend to have a very disturbed sleep that night. But there are lots of tips and tricks you can do to help prevent growing pains. So these are things like making sure your kids are wearing suitable shoes when they're outside playing. Often kids running around barefoot or having a more active day outside will tend to be at a higher risk of developing growing pains at night time. Also look at their shoes, make sure they've got supportive shoes for school and sports. Wearing the most appropriate shoes for football, for basketball, and any activity that they're doing. And then also making sure you're regularly massaging your children's legs. So as I mentioned before, the kids that are quite tall tend to get the issues a little bit more, and what tends to happen is the bones grow super fast, and then the soft tissue and the muscles take a little bit longer to catch up. So they often will have lots of tight calf muscles and hamstrings, so it's really good to get in and give them good deep massage through the hamstrings and the calf muscle, and gently stretching their legs as they're resting, lying down. You can also use magnesium, like heat creams as well on them. Also shoes. So shoes are super important, as well as insoles. So even like our kids' insoles, they can really help reduce growing pains because they help to support the arch of the foot, which reduces strain on other muscles and tissues in their body. It can also be really, really good to use Epsom salt baths too, which are nice and really relaxing. So if you know they've had a really hard day, they've been out running around, they've had no shoes on, try and do a lot of these preventative things before they go to bed, like giving them a massage, giving them a nice bath, stretching their legs out, and you'll usually find they have a better night's sleep. I hope you find those tips useful.